They wanted $2 a piece, and there was 7 of them. And I looked at them dead in the eyes, and I said, I'll offer you $3 for all 7. And they like looked at me, and they were like, what do I do? And the mom just kind of let them, and I just kept like, do you want them or not? And they were like, yeah, sure. And then I took all 7 of them for $3. And then, you know, as I was walking away, I'm like, I just made sure to yell really loudly, oh, I can't wait to sell all of these for $60. Just enough so they could hear it to realize that they made a mistake. Emily bought that. It's an electric lazy boy. We went to an estate sale. Estate sales are kind of weird, I'm not gonna lie. Because I mean, basically an estate sale means that someone died or the household died. Basically, people are dead. So, and like I saw the chair and my first thought was someone died in this chair, which I mean is a possibility, I guess. So it was an electric lazy boy. I mean, yeah.
Profiting off death.
I'm not necessarily, we're not profiting, we lost money on it, but normally what the family does is they need to get rid of everything, and so they sell it all. And they normally go through an estate sale to sell it off. If you want some good deals on furniture, look at estate sales, man. It was the last day and they were doing 50% off. Emily kept sitting in this goddamn chair and I knew she was gonna try to buy it, and I was like, no, I don't want, we're here to flip things, not buy chairs. And she kept pushing, and I was like, and then the lady came by and she was like, oh, you really want it? It's half off. I'm like, no, we're not getting it half off. She's like, hang on a minute, I'll go check on see if we can get you a better deal. So they wanted $400 for it. With half off, that would have put it to $200, and I was like, no. And Emily really wanted it, and so she comes back and she's like, okay, well, we'll give it to you for $150. And I was like, if you do $100, I'll get it. And she was like, I'll do $150, taxes included. Out the door, $150. And I was like, fine, but we have to get a car to transfer it because it won't fit in our car. She was like, yeah, well, it'll come apart. And lo and behold, it did not fit in the car. That was annoying, by the way. Trying to get it in there, it does not fit in our car, even taken apart. But yeah, so we got it for $150. It's really comfortable. Like it's like a really comfortable. There was a spot on the leather, probably where someone with hair gel was putting their head, or where someone died. I don't know, but Emily cleaned the shit out of it when we got it home. Someone helped us carry it. Some dude with a truck saw us struggling to try to put it in the car, and he was like, do you just want me to drive it to your house? I will. And I was like, yes, thank you. But this is our hashtag failed flip, as we will now call it from now on.
1 kid to bed, 4 to go.
Yeah, 4 left. Can I ask, why do you want 5 kids? This is something I was talking to Emily about, okay? I have no idea why anyone would want more than 1 child. Like, I understand 1 because you get the sense of being a parent, but then you don't have a lot of, like, there's a timeline when it's going to end. That means after 18 years, you are free. But every child you have after that first one, you are tacking on extra years before you are free, okay? It's like self-imprisonment, and it just doesn't...
5 chances more to get taken care of when old.
5 chances more to get taken care of when you're old. But if you saved all that money for the children, you could put yourself in a nice nursing home. Do you know how much children cost? What is the cost of a child in middle income class 0 to 18? I'm willing to bet it's $1 million. It isn't. It's $300,000 supposedly. I feel like it's higher than that because it depends on where you live. But they say on average 300,000. Okay, so that's times by 5. That's 1.5 million before accounting for the fact that you could put it in some sort of like investment fund. Then when you get old, you have like $2 million to retire, like just put it in a nursing home. You can get a nice nurse, because I mean, let's be real. You're probably not going to live for like another 20 years by the time you get put in a nursing home. So I mean, like that's a lot of money. So I don't understand people wanting to have children beyond the first one. I understand the one, like maybe you have some paternal parent instincts of like, oh my God, I need to have a kid in my life. I want to self-imprison myself for 18 years. I get that, okay? But after the first one, what makes you think, you know what? I remember having to wake up multiple times in the middle of the night. right? I remember waking up like multiple times in the middle of the night, the crying babies. I don't know why you'd want to keep doing that. I can't see the point where where my brain would ever be. I mean, I don't want any children, but I just can't imagine my brain thinking, you know what I want to do? Emily was like, I can understand two, right? Like two children, like so they have a sibling, and I don't understand that. I don't think a sibling is at all necessary in order to have any sort of like good skills. I feel like good parenting could probably teach them all of that. But 5, man, holy God. That means the minimum amount of time that you are imprisoned to take, responsible to take care of these children, the minimum amount of time is 23 years of your life. I don't know if you know, most people don't live to be 80, so you're cutting off like a fourth of your life. The first like 20 years, the first 10 don't really count, right? Of your life, like you remember very bits and pieces, okay? So that brings it down to 70, and then you're cutting off like, what is that? That's 23 divided. 33% of, that's assuming you live to 80.
In 30 years, we'll find a way to live forever.
I know, but I wouldn't want to live forever if I was old. Okay? I definitely wouldn't want to live forever if I was old. Like decrepit? No, thank you. Just let me die. Okay, now if there's a way that I don't, like if I could live forever right now, where I'm at now, like my body in the shape that it's in, I would do that. There is some pains, okay? But it's not like I'm like hurting every single day. Now, if there's age regression, then yeah, sure. See, now we're jumping from living forever to, okay, we can de-age you. Is that the correct terminology? De-age? I don't know. 25. I would like to be 25 forever. Let me tell you. Ungrow. Fair. I wish I could be younger. I'm not even old. I'm only like, there was a book though about everyone living forever.
But live forever and see all the loved ones around you die is kinda bad.
Oh, I wouldn't. Some people have an issue with that. I wouldn't. I'm a heartless motherfucker though, so okay, I'm not completely heartless. I'm not actually that heartless, but I would be okay with that. Death has never been, like, it's sad, but it's not like debilitating for me. Like, maybe it'll be different when like my dad dies or like my brother dies, but I feel like after that, like I haven't had those experiences yet. I've only had like grandparents die or cousins die.
Blake will go to his own son's estate sale just to get an electric lazy boy.
I'll go to my own son's estate sale just to get a lazy boy. I mean, if I could flip it, maybe. He ain't using it anymore. Why wouldn't I? Business Blake is very much, to put it in perspective, okay? There was a family, okay? And they were selling things, and the mom said that she was trying to teach her girls like business practices, okay? And so she was selling some little like Beanie Babies and stuff, and they wanted $2 a piece. They wanted $2 a piece, and there was 7 of them. And I looked at them dead in the eyes, and I said, "I'll offer you $3 for all 7." And they like looked at me, and they were like, "What do I do?" And the mom just kind of let them, and I just kept like, "Do you want them or not?" And they were like, "Yeah, sure." And then I took all 7 of them for $3. And then, you know, as I was walking away, I'm like, I just made sure to yell really loudly, "Oh, I can't wait to sell all of these for $60. Just enough so they could hear it to realize that they made a mistake. Okay, I didn't really do that. Okay, I didn't say the thing at the end. I did haggle them down to $3, and I do not feel bad about that. But I didn't say the other part, because that would just be a dick move. But yeah, no, I haggled them down. Okay, they weren't old either. I think the oldest one might have been 12. I'm not gonna lie. That was maybe a little harsh, but I felt a little bad haggling at the estate sale, and then I felt bad, but then afterwards I regretted not haggling on one of the items I bought. Okay, because I mean, technically someone's dead and they're trying to sell their stuff. So like, I have a little bit of remorse in me. I didn't go full business Blake of like, I don't care. There was like part of like me that was like crawling through the hole being like, you need to have feelings, Blake. And I should have pushed that motherfucker back into their hole. Let me tell you, I should have pushed that motherfucker down and been like, "No, Blake, you can have feelings later. Right now is business, Blake." I should have done that. I didn't. Okay, so like part of I haggled on the chair because at that point, Business Blake had made sure to shove like emotional Blake back into their fucking hole, okay? And I was like, no, I do not need this item. I'm not flipping this item. Like, no, I will take it for this price and I will not do any more than that. But the other item that I bought, Blake crawled his ass out of the hole and was like, this is, someone died for this and you're trying to get this item. And I didn't haggle when I should have. I should have haggled. To be fair, I also didn't know how much haggling you could do at an estate sale. I now know you haggle the fuck out of an estate sale because they're dead and they're trying to sell their stuff. So you go in and you haggle. I'm in this to make money. I paid $16 for it. If I could have gotten it for $10, I would feel really good. Oh, hello there. I hope you enjoyed this video, so please make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. Shout out to all my Patreons who support me. If you're looking to support me, you can find my Patreon at patreon.com/ImprovBlake. You can also find me streaming throughout the week at twitch.tv/ImprovBlake.